I'm moving this to the beginning of the video before my introductions and stuff, because now I'm in the cleanup phase. Does the winner of tonight earn their victory? I'm going to say yes, even though I believe I was pressed for time filming this one. I had about 2 hours to get it done, so I regressed a little bit in some rules choices or remembrance that I made, or messed with the incomes that I either forgot or possibly gave too much. I don't know. You'll get the gist of how the Army of the Night works, which was what the point of this was, and also to get me to where I incorporate the advanced rules, so don't let what I forget be a reflection of how I play the game now. Like I said, I was rushing. Anyway, hope you still enjoy the game, because it was pretty fun. It is time for the final match of basic rules before I incorporate advanced rules into my Burning Banners campaign videos. So here we go. Time to set up. Alright, getting the map set up here. And I just wanted to point something out that was pointed out to me before I begin about feral armies, because the Army of the Night has a lot of them. It is only in the advanced game that a feral army which enters a hostile settlement raises it. It neither loots nor places its kingdom control marker in the settlement. So, feral armies can take cities in this without raising them automatically, because this is still just the basic game. But in the future, that's something I'm going to have to remember. But a feral army may not use ship movement, like ever. So, yeah, there's additional limitations in the advanced game, which we'll worry about later. But today's quest, or campaign, I guess, that's getting set up, is the Spire of the Moon, taking place on the Wildlands map. The invader is the Army of the Night, and they are going to be hostile to neutral settlements and Fjordland settlements. The resistance is going to be the Oathborn, and they have welcoming neutral settlements, and they are allied with Fjordland settlements. The turn order is going to be the Army of the Night first, followed by the Oathborn. The duration is going to be 5 turns, starting in Year 1 Summer, ending in Year 2 Autumn. Setting up first will be the Oathborn. They have a starting income of 6, and they start off with 10 gold. And as a special rule, like the last 2 matches I played, Oathborn minor armies may set up in mine hexes within 2 hexes of any Oathborn settlement. Then, setting up will be the Army of the Night with a starting income of 4. They will have 6 gold, and they start off with a coven. Now, an Army of the Night control marker have covens on the reverse side of them. Covens are placed in hostile settlements. They provide income to the Army of the Night while they remain on the map. They do not affect control of settlements they occupy, and they may coexist with enemy markers. I don't just get to plop this down, because during the income action step, the Army of the Night player may attempt to place 1 coven in any hostile settlement on the map that does not already contain a coven. Covens may occupy settlements containing enemy units and control markers. A coven may not occupy a welcoming or raised settlement. The moment a settlement containing a coven becomes raised or welcoming to the Army of the Night, the coven is removed. So to place a coven, the Army of the Night player selects a settlement and rolls 1d6. If the result is a success, the coven is placed in the settlement. If the result is a failure, the coven is not placed. The roll to place a coven may be modified. The ways that it are modified are threefold. 1, if the settlement is unoccupied. +1 if the settlement is unfortified. And +1 if the settlement is a wilderness settlement or is an adjacent to a wilderness hex. Those modifiers are cumulative. An unoccupied, unfortified wilderness settlement would add +3 to the placement roll. Covens listed as part of the Army of the Night's opening builds do not have to make a successful roll. They may be placed in any hostile settlement. So there goes that I just said that I don't automatically get it. It's part of my opening, so I will place it. But first I'm going to see where the dwarves go. Alright, in the Spire of the Moon, the victory conditions are as follows. The Army of the Night player wins an instant victory if 5 Army of the Night control markers are on the map, of which 2 or more in loyal Oathborn settlements, at the end of any season. The Oathborn player wins by preventing an Army of the Night victory. The Spire of the Moon, year 588. The night sky high over the Stormspines began to waver. Thunder rumbled, lightning flashed. A slim dagger shape, higher than any mountain, darker than any shadow, thrust itself into the belly of the night. The Spire of the Moon. Its menacing bulk pierced the sky, its black masonry flickered with pale magic. Scyx's most powerful priestess, the vampire Lilith, had lifted the veil of the secrecy obscuring her long preparations. Baleful creatures streamed down from the mountains. Inhuman cries shattered the darkness. Most scholars treat the Witch Queen's opening moves against the Oathborn in 588 as a prelude to the wider war known as the War of Burning Banners. Had Lilith crippled the Oathborn before the goblins and orcs arrived en masse, it would have allowed her to send valuable forces to the coming fight in the south. For the Oathborn, it would be a bitter taste of what was to come. And now it's time for some setup. Not a lot of money to start off with, so we'll spend 1. And we're going to risk setting ourselves up in a losing position here to start off. We're going to put a miner there. We're going to spend another 1 to put a miner up in here in Black Deep. So we have Dwarven Falls and Black Deep mines. We're going to spend another 1 to put a miner here. We're going to spend another 1 to put a miner here. And then we will spend 1, surprise, surprise, to put a miner here. And now we've got 1 left. There's 4 mines. That's all the mines in the game. We're going to save that last gold. Now, we just set up the Army of the Night to basically have free reign. But we need money for these dwarves, or we're going to lose the front lines. So we're taking a risk here. But that is their setup. Now, we're going to set up a coven. And we are actually going to set it up in Zarenbar. So, oh, that's during the income action step, which I just said earlier. But it doesn't really matter right now because the income action step is going to be first. That's where I'm going to put it. I just won't use it to spawn there because when you place a coven, you can build off of it. But during initial setup, it will not be there. So we're going to actually do this. We're going to spend 5 and build 2, 3, 4, 5 rats. We're going to try and swarm, since in the basic game, feral units can take cities and settlements without raising them. So we will also build, we'll spend 2 and get a Kevin Nash, Sting, Lex Luger, and Scott Hall wolf pack from the WCW and put it there. And then we will spend 2 more and buy a group of Sven Ghoulies. Put them right there. Okay. I believe initial setup is done and we're ready to begin. Alright, we're ready to begin. Now we're going to place our coven, which we did, and now it's the income step. We get a gold from that, and then we get 4 gold from our income. Okay, let's try and expand. So first off, we're going to try and take far 2 med with those rats. There's a potential critical, confirming. Confirmed, far 2 med cannot defend. This might have been dumb to set up the dwarves with just all these mines. Income goes up. And we also loot. Okay. Now we're going to try, we'll go down here and try and take Chanos. There's a dragon in Heroescape named Charos, which is probably pronounced Karos. That's probably Canos, but 7, potential critical. Don't mention Heroescape, we're playing Burning Banners. Critical not confirmed. Garrison defends, that's what you get for mentioning another game. Now you don't get to conquer. So we'll do that. You will try and take the Maginot line here, Mangoot. We're actually going to roll a heavy die, because that's what they roll. There's a hit. There's a hit back. So Garrison defends. You try and go here and attack Norstead. Stop grabbing the light dice. Swarm of rats roll a heavy. There's a hit. Garrison hits back, defends. Rats not pulling their weight. Ghouls. Gonna try and move 1 and attack Aralud. Let's Stay there. Slow going. One move. Not very much. And doesn't even inflict a hit. You guys were a waste of money. Got there. Well, we've got another pair of rats to try and take our loot again. There's a potential critical. Confirming. Critical confirmed. 2 hits. Can't defend. Income can go up. We loot. Now I've got these wolves here. 1, 2, 3. We are actually going to send them. 1, 2, 3. We'll try and take Zarenbar with them. Now, another good thing about the Coven is that you get extra dice. So 3 light dice. There is a hit. The garrison does not defend, but we move in. The Coven gets removed. Control marker gets placed. We've got that there. Income goes up. We loot. Now we've got a stack of gold here to play with. And these guys cost 9. Why? Vampire Knights. I want one now just because of how expensive they are, because they're flying and have a lot of dice. Ooh, can I justify that, though? I could buy these Eureka's Castle Batleys here that are Sans Vampire Knight for cheaper. But they're not as cool, so the rule of cool being in effect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll put them here. Now, they also have a movement of 5. That's good. But where do we want to go with them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can attempt. You know, we might as well. We've got the movement points for it. We're going to go down here and attempt to take Fort Gurud. We've got a heavy, a light, a light, a light. But it is fortified. 6s or higher. And there is no hits. And now you're going to feel the punishment from this garrison. No, you're not. 2. Okay. Well, not great, but at least you didn't get hurt. So we've got 3 gold. Spend 2. Build another wolf pack. This one is going to go 1, 2... 1, 2, 3. We're going to try and take Kurakar with them. There's a hit. Garrison hits back. He's resilient. Now we've got 1 gold. Can't do anything with that. So, thus ends their turn. Dwarves, not really in a great position, not in a terrible position, I guess. Oh, wait. Zarenbar was taken over. They lost an income. So, yeah, not good. However, it is the income step. We'll gain 5. All of these guys are now ready and raring to go. This one will move down into the Endless Paths. They have mountain walk, so no need to add movement for the mountains. You, Dwarven Falls, will mine. You will go up here and go to the North Drift. Mine. And you will mine in the Black Deep. And you will move up into the Troll Shaft and mine as well. Okay. Now. Oh, man. I think I should have spread out my forces rather than gone for the mining. It was too tempting. Let's do this. Spend 5. Drop a stack right away on some Oath Takers and see if they can't march down here and take Aralud back. It's only some rats. There we go. 6 and a 5. 2 hits. Rats. Hoping for a critical. There's a potential critical. And confirmed. 2 hits back. A swarm of plague rats defended against the second most powerful Dwarven unit in the game. That's how it goes sometimes. And now, 1, 2, 3. If you guys don't do something better, this is it for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, setting yourself up. I'm investing too heavily into these units, I think. Should have got some king's crossbows. Went lighter. Let's try again. There's no way these rats can do it twice. There's a potential critical and a hit. So 2 hits and a confirmed critical. 3 hits. No hit back. There we go. That's better. I like that better. These rats get destroyed. Oath takers move in. Control marker goes away. Income drops. Income goes up in our loot. We loot. And get 2. Now we will build some king's crossbow for 3. And just put him right here. We're not going to go on the offensive with him because that's just leaving another settlement open. I'm not too worried about this one because it is a fortified city, so 6s or higher, but a city means 3 light dice to defend it. And I'm not probably going to attack this because fortified with spikes is magical fortifications. 7 or higher can only attack and get that. I have a plan to try and attack it, but I don't know how that's going to go. Now, it's the end of a season, and there are only 2 Army of the Night markers. So we enter autumn. We are going to attempt to place a coven. And on a 5, we place it. It is a fortified city here. So we are going to place a coven in there. And we get 1 income from that coven. And we get our standard income of 6. All right. Ghouls, I guess. Now, let's do some ghouls. They're going to move up 1, and they're going to attack into there. No. They can just be a roadblock. Let's try it. They're going to attack. 2 and a 4. You guys are dead. Well, dead again. There's a potential critical and a hit. So yeah, 2 hits coming back, even without the critical confirmed. Just threw some ghouls away. I just wasted 2 gold buying them and marching them to nothing. So instead of focusing up there, we're going to go back down here. And let's do 1, 2. We're going to try and take Barless on the lake. We're not going to take it. And the peasants of Barless on the lake are also going to not defend it very well. So there's that done. What can I do? We've got 3 to build a bunch of bats carrying a satchel full of boulders. Yeah, we're going to do that. Spend 5, bring 2, bring in these flying siege engines here. We're going to put them here. And then, no, we don't want to do that. Because they're flying, they can't get the road bonus. So I have a plan for this. We're going to take that back, get our 2, or 3 gold back. Alright, so using them is going to rely on this here. These rats are going to try and take here. There's a hit. Come on, Aladdin. No hit back. Perfect. We're going to move into Chanos. Place a control marker. Loot for 2. Income goes up. Now we will spend 3 because I needed these bats. Only non-flying get the road bonus, so we'll build them here. They come in exhausted, but they still have their effect on negating the fortification modifier. So these bats could potentially get there. However, if we go 1, 2, then 1 road bonus would be that. So again, we're going to hold off on using him. We're going to go 1, 2, try and take Mangut. There's a 4. You flop on that roll, and you get hit back. So you are dead. Alright, we'll try again. There we go. There's a hit. And not defended. Alright. Well, we'll take Mangut. We'll loot for 2. And income goes up. Now, that is also what I wanted. We got money to play with. But first, take the rest of the turn. We're going to try and attack Norstead. There's a hit. There's a miss. These feral armies are deadly in the basic game because they can take towns. Control marker placed, we loot. Just to reference that again, the text is in red, so that only takes place in the advanced game where they can't loot or place control markers. So I think the Army of the Night's going to have this game if it continues to go the way that I'm doing it here. We're also going to try and attack Gorkakar. There's a hit. And there's a hit back. So you failed. Alright, but now we've got money. And now we need some more settlements. Okay. Well. We're going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to spend 9 more and build some more vampire knights right here. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can attack across a river. It'd be 3 light dice. Yep. We are going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it's still worth the chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be attacking across a major river into a wilderness. So, 3 heavy. There's a potential critical. Not a great roll. And there's 2 hits. Okay, 2 hits. We've got 1 for the garrison, 1 for the wilderness, 2 for the major river. And only 1 hit back. They don't succeed. I think the Army of the Night might have just won this game. Alright, we move in. We place a control marker. We loot. We drop their we don't drop their income. We increase their income. We drop the Oathborn income. And now we will do an attack into Fort Garud. Garud. 1, 1, 2, 3. Alright, get out of here. Nothing. You are a weaker bat. Nothing back. Okay, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 gold. Now, what we do here is we spend 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll spend all 4. Build some feral rats. We'll build them here and here. And then we will build a ghoul here. They all come in exhausted, but they all prevent the Oath Takers from getting that. Now the dwarves are such a detriment with money that this is going to be hard. Okay, Oathborn turn. Everybody ready up. Get your piddly little income of 4. It's not over yet, but this is going to be hard. We are just going to leave these miners exhausted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more gold. Okay. Down here is basically lost. Our fight is here. This is going to be so difficult. Well, even so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just need to take 2 settlements. We can't get to that one. 1, 2, 3. Dragon Slayers could. Okay, so first off, we'll stop here and go up here. 2, we'll attack down into the swarm. And that is 3 hits. Swarm gets nothing, so they are done. You are done. Okay, well, 5. We need to build Dragon Slayers. They need to go... It's rats either way. 1, 2, 3. We need to get both of these. So if I fail this roll, the Army of the Night wins. There's a hit. There's no hit back. Okay, so not a guaranteed win for the Army of the Night just yet. They're fragile units. They only have the 1 hit. We go in, remove a control marker, place our own, loot for 2, and this is where it comes down to it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got to spend 5 and build the other Dragon Slayers because they are the only ones fast enough to get down here. And Ken, you repeat what you're doing. We're going to do an ambush. Nope, we can't. It's stealth on stealth. Can't do the ambush. There's a potential critical. And confirmed. 2 hits. Rats do not hit back. Dragon Slayers move in. They remove a control marker. We loot for 2. Place our control marker. Drop their income. Raise our income. Okay, that's a little better. Now, we're going to try and do 1, 2, and attack up there. For 1 hit. And it's a wilderness hex and across a major river. So yeah, that was kind of stupid. And I forgot he got 3 hits back, so 1, 2, and he only blocked 1. So dead. Now we're not going to completely give up here, but we'll go into our Lud, which is welcoming. And we will put a control marker. Oh, there's already a control marker there. This is already ours. Don't know what I'm doing, but we will move into our Lud. And we'll spend our last 3 on King's crossbows and put them here, ending their movement. The Coven is going to try and hide in shadows. It does not hide in shadows, so he ends his movement here, removing that Coven. And with that, we enter year 2 spring. And now the Army of the Night is going to try and get some victory here. First, income actions, we're going to attempt to place a Coven. We roll a 1, we do not. We have no Covens on the battlefield, so we don't get any extra income from them. But we do get a standard 5, 6, 7, 8 income. Everybody is going to ready up. I think the Army of the Night has this one. I don't know. I just feel it in my bones. Let's do an attack on Barless on the lake. There's a hit. There's a hit back. Wolves couldn't cut it. Well, I'm going to try and attack Fort Garud again. Actually, let's do it with these rats. This is a flying, so we'll go 1, 2, and stop there. These will move down here and attack. Yeah, stupid rats. And now we, instead of just rushing with these bats to do stuff like that, we've got to prevent loss. We're going to attempt here at Korakar. Nope. There's nothing. So another fail. That's 3 fails in a row. We are going to try. These ghouls are going to attack up there. Actually, I'm going to go rats first. We're going to try a stealth. I think I can do it. Yes, it can be declared as a strike. We're going to try an ambush. There's a hit. We hit. They survive, so they get to attack back. And there's a hit back. So the rats have served their purpose, which was to weaken this. Hopefully the ghouls can score a hit. There's a hit. And there's 2 hits back. That's another fail. So you went from an easy victory just on your plate to this. You can still secure a win, but now it's not going to be so simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We're going to spend 5. No, it's not what we want to do. We're going to rely on these bats here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to get some spots. Alright, we're going to try and get Fort Garud. No. How do I want to do this? Yeah, we're going to spend 5. Build some bats here. And these bats are going to... One, 2, 3. We're going to try and attack there. Nothing. You guys realize you have to succeed to win here. Now, there goes what I needed. Now I have to use my other bats, which I didn't want to use. Okay. Well, let's go down here. 1, 2. We're going to try and take Shaded Veil. Can you guys actually succeed? There's a hit. And I saw that one coming a mile away. That is failures. That is all you've done is failed. You just let the dwarves make a comeback, potentially. Wow, that's pathetic. Okay, 3. Spend 3 gold. Bring in a Vengeful Child. She'll go here and try and attack the fort, which the modifier is negated. So there's a hit. That is absolutely ridiculous. You've done nothing. 1, 2, 3. We'll attack there and try and take that. No, we won't. We will not do that. We're going to end the turn. Yep. I'm going to end the turn because if I leave that, then they'll just swoop in and take it. So yeah, all you had to do was take 1. You've done nothing. So, your turn is done, and now the Oathborn get to do a comeback. Oathborn income of 5. Okay. First, you're gonna mine. You get 1. You're gonna mine. You get 1. You will mine, will get 1. The vengeful child was built in there, not next to... Oh no, she moved and tried to attack. That's what happened. Trying to aid the army of the night more than is needed. They've already failed their entire turn. That was a waste of a turn. But dwelling on that isn't going to help anything. So instead of being mad about them not winning, let's see if we can save the Oathborn. Alright. Dragon Slayers are going to go 1, 2, and attack into there. There's a potential critical, so there's a hit. Not confirmed. However, the Oathborn aren't the army of the night. They actually succeed at what they attempt. Oathborn income goes up. We loot for 2. Now, that's allied, so I can't swoop in there. Alright, we're gonna... That's potential 2 gold. Do I want 2 more gold? Or do I want to send these dwarves in and try and attack some settlements? Either way, you are not tired. Okay, you are going to go 1, 2, and you're entirely on road, so you'll move there. Then we'll spend 2 to recover you, so you're done. You're not tired anymore. We'll go 1, 2, and end there. I don't think I can take that settlement from those vampire bats. Not with what I have. Alright. 1, 2, and road movement will put me there. We're going to attack those bats. With nothing. Nothing back. Surprise. We win ties, but no hits equals no tie. So... it's a draw. Oh, man. You're done. 1, 2, 3. Just couldn't get there. So we're going to go 1, 2 and attack far too mid. There's a potential critical. So a hit. And the confirmed critical is 2 hits. Take that back, no problem. Put an Oathborn. We loot. Oathborn income up. Army of the Night income down. Done. Okay. 7. We're going to spend 7 and build a Storm Giant. He's going to go 1, 2, and he will attack into there. Wow. 1. Well, 1 for the Wilderness Hex. Light. Or 1 heavy, 3 light for being a bat, and 2 for being across a major river. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits back. There goes 7 gold that you could have used to strengthen your position. I was hoping to get rid of this bat because it's too good. Well, good at defending. They're terrible at apparently taking things. Alright, well, we've got 3 gold left. We're going to just build another King's Crossbow and plop him in there. And that's all we can do. 1, 2. There's 2 control markers, so turn complete. Year to summer. we're going to attempt to place a coven. We don't place a coven. Now we will ready up everybody. The failures of last turn still ringing true. We're going to try and attack stupid Barless on the lake again. Can these wolves do anything? I hope you die. Nope. Not that you would have anyway. There's 3 rounds in a row where you've done nothing. We're going to do the sad kid or whatever that is. Vengeful child. Yeah, vengeful ghost. I don't know where I got child from. It's going to attack. There's a hit. And a hit back. Oh, man. Ghoul is going to move 1 and then try and attack there. There's 2 hits. There's a potential critical, so a hit back, and a confirmed critical is 2 hits back, inflicting a damage because ranged wins ties. There goes the ghoul. You had... Okay, stop. Stop worrying about what happened, and just play. We are going to waste these vampire knights on this town, because hopefully they can attack it. Look at that. 2 hits and a potential critical and a confirmed. That's 4. This stupid fort can't defend against that. So we place a control marker. Income goes up and we loot. I don't think I collected my income from them because I didn't spend anything this turn. So, whoops. That'd be 6. Yeah. I did not spend any income. I just immediately started doing stuff. Okay, these things, Siege Engine is going to go down here and try and take Shaded Veil. There's a hit. And no hit back. Alright, Siege Engines. Take Shaded Veil, put that under our control. Income goes up. We loot. Done, done, done. Now, we're going to spend 5. Bring in some giant bats here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to try and take Norstead. There's a hit. There's nothing back, so there drops their control. That goes down. That goes in. Income goes up. And we loot. I gotta make sure I didn't get that income, otherwise I gotta take that back. I was correct. I didn't give the income, so that was legal. We are gonna try and attack right here. We're gonna try and attack Keurig Coffee and kill the wolves, who continuously and spectacularly fail. I am not surprised. Let's do the bats trying to attack it. There's 3 hits, so even a hit back, nothing. We swoop in, we take this. Income goes up. We loot. Now we will spend well, first let's try and attack here. And it is no 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna fly down here and try and attack here because that one's fortified. So let's try and attack there. And that is all 1s. And nothing hit back. Now I've got to be careful here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. We're going to spend 2, buy another wolf pack, who, you know, they serve me so well. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll move into the mountains and try and attack Barless on the lake. They get a hit. No, finally. You guys were terrible. I wish I could just disband you from existence. Control marker placed. Income taken. Income up. Alright, now we've got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna spend, actually, that'd be 1, 2, 3. You couldn't get there. We'll spend, is that the strongest? Man, got a lot of weak stuff here. Okay, we're going to spend 1 on a swarm of rats, place it here, and it's going to go 1, 2, and do a stealth strike, and fail. And there's a potential critical. It hits back. Doesn't matter. You get a hit back, you're gone. Okay, before I'm going to do what I was going to do, I'm going to spend 2 on ghouls. Put them here, and then 2 on ghouls, spawn them there. Now we'll spend 1 on rats, spawn them here, go here, again attempting a stealth ambush. There's a potential critical, confirming. The critical inflicts 2 hits, because with stealth, you're like, with an ambush strike, you're only able to ever do 1 hit, but with criticals, it can inflict more, and that's the only way it can inflict more. So there's 2 hits on those. They must advance. We take away that control marker. We loot for 2. We place a control marker in far too mid. Income goes up. Now, 1, 2, 3. You could get there. Let's do... We're going to spend 4. No, we'll spend 2. Place some ghouls in there. We'll spend 2. Place some ghouls here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, they couldn't get there. Then we'll spend 1. Build some rats right here. Alright, that is a better position, I believe. We are going to end the turn. The Oathborn are up. Blew all the money on the giant. We're just gonna, I forgot to mine with these 2, and I forgot to hit record when I did, so they mined last turn. We're just gonna leave them finished and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from mining. And let's make sure starting income was 6, but they have 1, 2, 3 control markers, so should be 6, 7, 8, 9. They should be on 9 income. Yeah. So I'll just give a 10, put 1 back. I probably didn't give them the proper income last turn. Like I say, I think I've regressed a little bit. I'm trying to rush because I only have a couple hours tonight. I want to get through this mission, which isn't as an excuse to forget and be sloppy about rules, but hopefully it is an explanation of why it feels like from the last video to this one I've stepped back a little bit in my abilities. Okay, you will be done. You're tired. You're awake. Whatever. Now, we've got 15 gold, and we have to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to get 4 settlements in 1 turn, and I don't think it can happen. So, first, we're going to build, we'll go move here. We're going to try, this is a fragile unit, so we're going to try an ambush. There's a hit inflicted. This unit is fragile, so it's immediately destroyed. We're going to spend 3 and build a siege engine here, which will go 1, 2, and stop there. We are going to do 4. We'll spend 4. Put this here. And we will move down here and attack. I've got 2 and 1. Am I focusing too much on this? Was there something else that I could have got? Probably. 6. That's 1 hit. Not great. We've got heavy, light, light, light. And there's 3 hits back. Yeah. So, you're dead. What a waste. We'll spend 5, build some Dragon Slayers, go 1, 2. No, we won't do them yet. Take that 5 back. Spend 3, build the King's Crossbow, and go 1, 2, and attempt to kill these ghouls. And that is, wow, I gotta pause. There, I think the 4-hour-long dinner and drink is finally done. They failed. They didn't hit at all. Alright, so that was a fail. That didn't work. I don't think I can do much else. I've got 5 Dragon Slayers. They can't win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I bungled the last dwarves turn when it comes to income, though. But, as I said, I was in a hurry. There's 8 markers. I can't get any of them, even with 5 gold. So, that is it. The dwarves are going to end their turn, and that's the end of a season. There's more than 5 Army of the Night. There's 1 in a loyal Oathborn. Oh, I think it's 2. 2 or more in loyal to Oathborn settlements. Oh, yeah, 2. There. Nalnarog and this one down here, Zarenvar. That's it. The Army of the Night wins.